everybody, my name is MrGamingGuitarist, and Microsoft just finished their E3 press conference, and it was good, it was solid, but the thing is there weren't really too many surprises that I was hoping for, and it's starting to rain outside. Let's hope it doesn't kill my power and I have to miss out on all the conferences when they're live. But yeah, I liked it. I liked what I saw, but I wasn't necessarily blown away by everything. However, we did see some really good new announcements. We saw some really good trailers and some good gameplay demos, and I wrote all of them down so that I don't forget anything. So, like a traditional Microsoft E3 press conference, they opened it up with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and this one actually looks a bit compelling because I think it really has to do with a brand new engine. It's a different developer, someone that hasn't made a Call of Duty game all by themselves before, so this looks really interesting. And so then they showed the very first trailer for Forza Horizon 2, and that looked really, really good. And the thing with me is, I'm not too much of a racing guy. That is, unless you start throwing in Mario Kart, then I'm all for it. But this, it looks good for the people that like racing games, and I heard that Forza Horizon is much different from Motorsport, where Horizon is all about like open world driving. You get to soak in landscapes, driving cars that you can never afford. So there we go, that's Forza Horizon 2. And then we got our very first glimpse of gameplay from Assassin's Creed Unity, and I'm glad that this time the gameplay demo didn't glitch out and crash. So that's the good news right there. And I like that it takes place in the French Revolution, but the thing is, we didn't really see anything particularly new. However, the engine, the game, the graphics, it looks excellent, but I'm glad that they did a little bit of change-ups to parkour. It's not where it's revolutionary, all new, all over again, but I can see they've made a bit more refinements in the animations. You can see him as he vaults over stuff, and I like that it's 4-player co-op too, but I don't know how well, if the entire story is going to be 4-player co-op, but it's going to be kind of weird because it's just going to be a fight to see who can kill the target first, unless you deliberately come up with a plan. And speaking of Ubisoft, we also got to see get our hands on The Division, and this looks really good. You know, this gameplay demo was much shorter, but hey, the game looks just as great as ever. And we just got to see a bit more of it. Nothing extremely surprising, but more of the same stuff, and it looks really great. The environmental damage is completely out of this world, and I'm very happy to see that. And then we also saw Sunset Overdrive. It was a very clever trailer for it, and it was really excellent. Isn't too much to say about it, except for we know that game looks very promising, and we know that it's going to be, and it's coming from Insomniac, so they've definitely moved on from that shitty Fuse game, and this looks very exciting. So then, we also got to see Inside. Inside is a brand new game from the developers of Limbo, and it looks to be more of the same style, and I'm pretty happy with what I've seen so far. It's good first impression I got from that. And then we also got to see our very first gameplay of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and it looks really great. And of course, the graphics look incredible, just like all the other Witcher games. And we got to see Geralt fight a griffin, so there's that. Next, we got to see a trailer for, I think this is the thing that got me the happiest, was Rise of the Tomb Raider. I kind of like how they're going all Planet of the Apes, that Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Rise of the Tomb Raider. And at first, when we saw that trailer, I had no idea what I was looking at. We saw someone and a therapist, and I like how it doesn't go for that reveal until Laura finally takes the hood off. And here's the thing, you know, Lara Croft has always been a sex symbol, but I'm kind of happy that they're making her dress like a normal human being now, just a regular ass jacket, because it makes sense for you to wear a jacket when it's cold outside. And I like how she's using a bow more often instead of like the dual wielding pistols. And yes, we finally get to raid tombs this time. I'm very happy to see that. So yes, Rise of the Tomb Raider, probably my most anticipated brand new thing that got announced, because I really loved the last Tomb Raider game. And then we got to see a new IP from Platinum Games, the batshit crazy developers that made Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and they also made Beautiful Joe and God Hand. So a bunch of dragons with a guy that can transform into some sort of scaly armor type thing. Yeah, it definitely looks like something from Platinum Games, and if I ever get an Xbox One, which I probably will, I can't wait to play that. And then we got to see Halo Guardians, Halo 5 Guardians. We got to see a brand new trailer for that, and then they also it was a cinematic CG. But then we also got to see Halo: The Master Chief Collection, which is Halo 1 or Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 3, Halo 4, all in one package. So there we go. For all you Halo fans, bam, it's right there. And you get beta access to Halo 5's multiplayer when you buy the Master Chief Collection. So that's exciting for all the Halo fans. You know, I'm pretty excited for that. And then we also got to see Phantom Dust come back, which is a brand new IP. I mean, not a fuck, what am I saying? It was on the original Xbox, and they're bringing it back, and then I don't have too much to say about that because I never played the original. But then we also get Crackdown. I kind of hate that they're not calling it Crackdown 3, but they're calling it just Crackdown. But it's made by the original creative director. He's back on board for this one, and they're going with a new multiplayer aspect for it. I heard Crackdown 2 wasn't as good as the original game, but this one definitely looks like it's going to take the cake, or put a new spin on it and make it feel new and shiny. So yeah, those are pretty much everything that Microsoft showed. Once again, you know, it was very safe, you know, but I really like Phil Spencer. He seems to be doing all the right things. This is the new head of Xbox, and you know, he seems to be a very just humble, honest guy, which we definitely need more executives like him. And it was all I could say is it was solid. They did exactly what they needed to, but they didn't necessarily, I wasn't necessarily blown away by anything, but I was like, this is good, this is solid. That was my impression. If I had to rate Microsoft's conference, I would give it a good 8 out of 10. So yeah, I will see you on my next video when I talk about what happened during EA's conference. So see you there. Please like this video, please leave a comment below, and please subscribe to my videos. I would very much appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I do my thoughts on EA's conference. Goodbye.